and welcome back to Reading Club. So today I'm going to read you My Weird School. Miss Holly is Too Jolly, Chapter 7 and Chapter 8. Chapter 7. Is Santa Claus real? That afternoon, me and Michael and Ryan were in the vomitorium eating lunch. Andrea and Emily and their girly friends were at the next table, so they couldn't bother us. It's noisy in the vomitarium. Everyone was hooting and hollering. The lunch lady, Ms. LaGrange, is wearing these antler earmuff thingies on her head to block out the sound. Ms. LaGrange is strange. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Michael had a tuna sandwich. Ryan had 2 slices of bread and some slices of ham. Instead of putting the ham between the bread slices, he put it on the outside of the bread. Then he started eating. "Why did you put the ham on the outside of your sandwich?" I asked him. "It's not a sandwich," Ryan replied. "It's a witch sand." Ryan is weird. "I'll bet Santa isn't going to read those letters we wrote," Michael said as he bit into his sandwich. "Santa doesn't even exist," Ryan said. One time I saw the Santa guy in the street ringing a bell, and then on the next block there was another Santa guy who looked just like him. "Maybe the second one was a clone," I said. "My friend Billy, who lives around the corner, told me that they can take a cell from a sheep and clone it into a whole another sheep." "Another isn't a word, AJ," Michael said. "Neither is your face," I told him. "Look, it's just impossible for one guy to visit every single house in the whole world in one night," Ryan said. "Besides, our house doesn't even have a chimney. How would he get in?" "If you don't have a chimney," Michael said, "Santa comes in through the toilet bowl. Everybody has one of them." "That's disgusting," I said, "and he couldn't fit through the toilet anyway." "It's just impossible," Ryan insisted. "There's no way Santa could make toys for every kid in the world." "He has elves to help him," I said. Michael and Ryan looked at me. "Not Elvis, dumbhead," Michael yelled, slapping his forehead. "Elves! He has elves to help him." I knew that. At the table beside us, Andrea and her annoying friends were giggling. They must have been listening in on our private conversation. "You better watch out, Arlo," Andrea said. "Santa has a list, and he's checking it twice. He knows if you've been bad or good, so," said Emily, "so be good for goodness sake." "He'll ask you too," I said. "You're naughty," Andrea said, "but Emily and I are nice, so Santa is going to bring us good presents. He's probably going to bring you a lump of coal." "That's okay," I said. "I'll give it away to some poor boys and girls who don't have any coal. Then we'll have more peace and love in the world." Ryan and Michael cracked up. "Nana boo-boo on Andrea. Why doesn't a giant lump of coal fall on her head?" Chapter 8. Getting ready for the holiday pageant. "Buenos dias," Miss Holly said a few days later. That means good day in Spanish. There were red and green balloons and streamers all over the hallways. Spanish Christmas music were playing, and Miss Holly had that basket of fruit on her head again. Everybody was excited about her first rehearsal for the big holiday pageant. Everybody except the boys, that is. When we got to the language lab, Miss Holly was up on a ladder, taping little plants to the walls. "What's that?" asked Neil the new kid. "It's mistletoe," said Miss Holly. What a dumb name. Missiles blast into outer space. How can a missile have a toe? They should definitely get a new name for that plant. Miss Holly told us that when 2 people are standing under mistletoe, they're supposed to kiss. Ew, yuck, disgusting. I'm not kissing anyone. I'm not going to kiss anyone just because my plant told me to. Mistletoe is creepy. I'm not going anywhere near that stuff. Miss Holly told us that besides Christmas and Hanukkah, there is another holiday people celebrate in December. It's an African American holiday called Kwanzaa. Ryan got all excited because that's the holiday his family celebrates. Miss Holly asked him to tell us about it. Ryan told us that Kwanzaa means first fruits, and it celebrates the harvest of the crops. It starts the day after Christmas and lasts 7 days. Each day you light a candle in this candle holder called a kinara. Then somebody will say Harambe, which means let's pull together in Swahili. It wasn't fair. Christmas only lasts 1 day, but Kwanzaa lasts 7 days, and Hanukkah lasts 8 days. Man, I wish I was black or Jewish. Ryan told us that on Kumba, the 6th day of Kwanzaa, they have a big feast called Karamu. They eat fried okra, vegetable stew, squash, peanut soup, and sweet potato pie. Yuck! Ryan will eat anything. If I had to eat that stuff, I'd die. But other than eating that yucky food, Kwanzaa sounded cool. Ryan taught us a Kwanzaa song called Kumba, and Miss Holly said it would be perfect for the holiday pageant. Then Miss Holly told us that we were going to have to wear costumes and memorize lines. The holiday pageant was sounding lamer and lamer. She also said she needed to pick kids for the speaking parts. All the girls got excited. Oh, can I be the sugar plum fairy? Begged Andrea. Oh, can I sing the dreidel song? Begged Emily. What about you boys? Asked Miss Holly. Which speaking parts do you want? We don't want any speaking parts, I announced. That's right. Michael and Ryan agreed Michael and Ryan. I won't force you to take a speaking part, Miss Holly said, but you do have to be in the pageant. You 3 boys will be the stage crew. Stage crew, I asked. What's that? That means you'll work the spotlight and move the scenery and props around, said Miss Holly. Being on the stage crew sounded cool. I looked at Ryan and Michael to make sure they thought so too. No problemo, I said. That's Spanish for no problem, in case you don't speak Spanish as well as me. But I'll still need to wear costumes. Miss Holly said, because we need elves. We must have elves. You can't have a holiday pageant without elves. We don't want to be elves, Michael said. Elves are lame. Yeah, I'm not dressing up like an elf, I said. Miss Holly looked at us, and I could tell that she was getting mad because she put her hands on her hips. Whenever grown-ups put their hands on their hips, that means they're mad. Nobody knows why. I was afraid Miss Holly might punish us by making us be sugar plum fairies. Then we'll have to wear tights like my sister. That's when I got the greatest idea in the history of the world. Instead of dressing up like elves, I said, can we dress up like Elvis? Miss Holly thought it over for a few seconds. Okay, she finally agreed. You 3 boys can be Elvis. All right, maybe the holiday pageant wouldn't be so lame after all. So that's the end of this channel. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please click many likes and subscribe Reading Club. So I'll come back later with a new and improved channel. Bye everybody, see you later.